add in the messages of the year, and then I'll cut it out as soon as we start in the year of January. But right now we're moving forward to May. This is part 2, just to let you know of the year review. Now, when we talked about the year, I thought that it would be for the upcoming year, but it seems to me that this is the year that we've been working on, 2022, and where we were and where we are when it comes to us in December. A reconciliation is trying to happen, but this took from you learning and understanding that the messages that are coming in, basically you finding your tribe, learning the difference between the boundaries that need to be set and the things that need to happen. So do me a favor, I have to say my spiel. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. I did not say this at the other video, but I'm saying this now. The end of April is basically you realizing what your twin soul is and the transformation, and the coffin is here. Now, I reshuffled this up, and what the coffin is, death energy, is a transformation. So it comes out, and I didn't look at that until I actually stared at the cards. And went from there. Merry Christmas. This will be coming out on Christmas, so I'm just going to go ahead and say that. I don't think I said it in the last video because it was the Christmas Eve, but here it is. The transformation is happening at the middle of May. This is when the transformation started to take place, or it's going to take place in May 2023. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you haven't been working on the past, go back and watch part 2. Like I said, I will put in the beginning of this video everything here, because I shuffled the years first and came up with what we were working on, and then I'll go ahead and stop it when it gets to January, like I said before. So that is my message for where we are. A transformation is new beginnings. This is when things start to happen. The twin soul, based upon the April energy, at the bottom of the deck, says you have incarnated in this. You have incarnated in this lifetime with your divine counterpart. This complex connection is intended to strip away outdated beliefs and bring high vibration love to the world. So that could be for you. That could be for your person. But there is a transformation that's happening. So that is a good thing. Now, starting off with May, I'm going to go ahead and put and see and pull from the vision board to see what's on your vision and see what you were talking about. And what you were working on. Remember, setting a vision board is something that you can add to daily. And so for the month of May, celebration. So the new catalyst, a new life, and it's time to party and celebrate. So this energy here was you being grateful. And then back to this coming up at the bottom of the deck. I'm not sure if it was from March or April, but the bottom of the deck was poise and confidence. You are celebrating with poise and confidence. And so that is a good thing when it comes to. Now, let's talk about the situations that you face in May. Did I say May or March? Oh, May. In May, the situations that you faced in May, and then we'll pull from the money deck to see what you're working on. So in the process of you partying, you know how things go. Look at all the cards that come out. I'll go ahead and take them. Interlude, pause, and timing factor. So, excuse me. That is what is happening. There's an interlude here. Something is starting over, and there is, a pause that is being taken, and the timing factor is happening. It also comes with court. Now, so in this situation, this court has been coming out when it comes to the filing the papers and things like that. So again, the pause comes right here where it says, I'll put it right here so you can see. Hold on. Because I told you my desk was going to get messy. The poise and confidence comes at the bottom of the deck. The pause and timing factor, and the legal paperwork, court work, and it's been filed. So this here, and I have to go back to here. I'm glad I didn't take this down. This here is change is happening, and you're single, and the risk that you took is starting to pay off. And this is where you start to find your truth and open up. So I think it was in this deck where it said, or in this spread, where it said the paperwork was official, like the person was leaving the courthouse. And so that is basically because the hot and cold energy, here it is right here, the courthouse is here because now they're realizing that that they made permanent decisions on temporary emotions. So now it comes back out in May because you're celebrating. They see that they're about to lose you, and that's for that. They see that they're about to lose you and that they can't explain this pull that you have on them and the lockdown. They're in a mental prison. They're confined. And yeah, this is how you were when it came to dealing with them. Now, mind you, the synchronicities are happening, so they're starting to see things that remind them of you, and they're starting to put the pieces together, which is why they're moving forward. If you go back to the part one, it was a, excuse me, I'm just getting my voice back. It was somebody who the divine intervention happened. There was children. Somebody had to take a risk. They had cared about what people thought. And hold on, let me pull this up. They were a mature man, but that was a bully, and that you guys were at odds with, and that you had an addiction or overspending. The divine intervention, they were childish or had child energy that they were dealing with. You were being abundant. Somebody had to take a risk. They worried about something. They were toxic. They were closed off. They gave you broken promises, and money was tight for you. So that's the reason why you started a new beginning. So go back to part one, which will be before this video. And the synchronicities are there. There's signs and synchronicities that they need to change the way they do things. And they realize that time is running out. They're about to lose you. So that's the reason why they're going and they're being official. So now they're in hot pursuit of you. But here in this read, it was the chaser. So they're changing because you're single, or this one was the chaser. It was the chaser in there. So now they're in hot pursuit of you. Let's see what you're doing financial with the money. Show me the money deck. Excuse me. Yeah, I feel like, and I, again, when I started this, it was for the year of 2023. But when it comes out, it just seems like everybody that we've been, going through this journey with is basically, this was 2022, and in May they started to try to come back around because you started to change the way you looked at things and transform into a way that they're not used to it. Social climber. Yeah, you're starting to go out and do things and celebrate. Unworthy of your time, and because you realized that they were unworthy of your time, and so you started to change and do things that you wouldn't normally do. So now I'm going to pull from the right here, because we're back in a new month. Excuse me. I'm going to pull from the evolution of the soul, and I think now I'm going to start pulling from the Ascended Life Oracle, because now that you're climbing the charts, or you're becoming, trying to go out and do things, now they're starting to be in hot pursuit of you because you're evolving. Yeah. Bottom of the deck is seeking answers. It says exploring metaphysical and esoteric fields in search of answers and truth. The beginning of your spiritual path. So this is the beginning of your spiritual path right now. This is when you start to elevate, because in April you were finding your truth and open to receive. And so here it says path of the heart, a path dedicated to romantic love. Main life lessons will be heart-based. It says on earth to obtain emotional wisdom. So that is where you were evolving to, or where you're evolving for. So you realize that you're not holding on to the pain anymore. You realize that no man is your enemy, no man is your friend, every man is your teacher. You realize that it takes more to hate a person than it does to forgive a person. So you're sending strength and healing, and that's you working on your heart chakras, love, being loving, harmonious, and forgiving, sending strength and healing, period, with no questions behind it. So this is the path that you're on. And in the process of this, remember, you set boundaries and you're finding your tribe. So that is how I see that. Now I'm going to pull from the Ascended Life Oracle deck to see, excuse me, I didn't mean to do that, that's loud, to see what it is, because remember, this is the new life that you're having. You're looking at things in a different light in the month of May. Now, is it May 2022 or May 2023? Yeah, the key. It says opening doors to a better future, access to what was hidden, finding solutions, access to previously closed doors. So that's what you're celebrating, the access to the previous closed doors. Now I'm going to pull from the this deck, in good health, because here it's funny, this come out, let me show you. Changing nutrition habits, setting up a workout program, work-life balance, routine checkups at the doctor. So look, the one for May, just to let you know, so that's why you need to go back, it was healthy bodies. So you were sharing your knowledge, finding your truth, open to receive, changing your aspect, and understanding that what you imagine you can come up with. And so it only coincides with what's coming out, is that you have the key to everything that you want. You just had to understand that, you're the catalyst, and you're experiencing a new life. But when it comes to the Lenormand deck, let's see what comes out, because you have been seeking the answers and now you're finding them. Exploring metaphysicals and esoterics, that's you understanding your chakras, that's you here at tarot because of this wealthy man. You're either attracting a wealthy man or you know that you have to have everything in order. And I said that in the March or April, that you wanted to stand on the same level as this person. They were mentally scarred and you wanted to get into your bag and be able to, hold your ground with this person or hold your own with this person. And it says it through here that you were working, I think it was this one, you're working on your coins. You're working on getting to the level of entrepreneurship, mature woman. It's you maturing out and you actually doing the things that you want to do. And that is so that you can stand side by side with this person or a new person that comes into your life, or any person that comes into your life. Not necessarily that you're waiting for another person, this person to come back, but you know that they're coming back because they realize that they were unworthy of your time and energy, and you realize it too. And so once you start to move forward, then they started to see things like, wait a minute, hold on, Cancer is leaving me. What am I doing? And all this other stuff. So you're liberated because now you're able to hold your own, or you're in the path of being able to hold your own. And then they're just like, wait a minute, what's going on with Cancer? Where are they at? So since the mature man comes out, I'm going to pull from the messages of the heart, or the wealthy man. He comes out now. Is this a different man, or is this a man or woman, shall I say? I'm not going to keep it to man, but a card fell on the floor. Hold on. Oh, a whole bunch of cards fell on the floor. Messages of the heart. Investigating. They are secretly snooping around and asking friends about you in order to see if you're dating someone new. The wealthy man. See? And so it says foolish. They feel like a fool for crossing the line and messing up the connection, but too embarrassed to come forward. So they're asking around. It says on a pedestal, you're the queen of their heart, the queen of their fiercely guarded castle. It's only fear that makes them run. So you knew that, and this is what is coming out. And that's why it's coming around to the reconciliation, right? Slipped away. Though they never had you, to them, you will always be the one that got away. They regret the chances they didn't take. So again, this is the energy that this person with all the money and all of the childish energy and the bully that was bullying you because you couldn't stand on their level, and they kept things going with everybody else, third parties and stuff like that, and just keeping and staying in the limelight because, they were too afraid to deal with their emotions. Boundaries. This is what you set right here. In March, you started to set boundaries. It says they love that you set strong boundaries for yourself and walk away from those who don't respect them, including them. And so that is what the new and the catalyst came in, because you're open to receive. You're finding your truth and you're sharing, and you realize that you're protected no matter what the situation is. So now I'm going to pull from the love situation to see what their love situation is, because again, they feel some type of way, and again, they're coming back around. You were seeking answers and you started to change the way you were doing things in May, and so it was not to the point. Yeah, they have mixed feelings, indecisive, conflicting feelings, unsure of this relationship. That could be you or that could be them. Freedom, wanting to be free, not ready to commit, independent and happy and single. Going back to you being single here. So you're okay. The change is that you're fine with being single now. You see what I'm saying? The change is happening is because you're fine with being single the month before. Does that make sense? And so that's the freedom that you're having. Now we're going to pull from the messages of the heart to see what's happening, because, receptive. Yep. Look at this. Hold on. I'm going to push that back in there. So open heart, softness, and vulnerability. They have mixed emotions and they're ready to open their heart. Frozen, silence, stillness, and no words. You're not speaking to this person. In May, you either are not going to speak to this person or you did not speak to this person in May 2022. That's up to you. Take what resonates. Again, it comes out the way it comes out, and I'm just going to take it as it comes. You can put it in whichever time you see this. If it's this year, last year, next year, 20 years from now, whatever it is, this is the review of a year. And so this is from the archetype deck, or the traits of love. So the archetype deck and the traits of love. Let's see what they have going on. The card comes out is the romantic. Oh, now they're romantic. Runner. runs away from intense connections, unwilling to do the work that is needed. They want to stay in their comfort zone. So that was the energy of this person. Now they're looking at things in a new light because they're ready to come out of their comfort zone. And it says romantic, old-fashioned views towards love, love to court or be courted. Does romantic things to show their love. So I'm not sure if this is a new life for a new person. Again, remember, a mature man came out, but somebody has mixed emotions still about this. So either you have mixed emotions or they have mixed emotions. Did I pull from the messages of the heart? Yeah. Bottom of the deck, their soul recognizes your soul from the moment they met you. They knew you were the one they've been waiting for. So is this a new person in May? Is this the new person in May? And the old person is trying to see what you're doing? I'm not sure. You tell me. Let's pull from the Amira's Love Oracle. This is her second deck. I didn't get the first one, but if you know where to find one, let me know. Put it in my comments. I didn't get the first one, but I like this deck. So, yeah, mature man comes out twice in the same thing. No, mature woman is here. Mature man. So this person is realizing that now they're older and they're mature enough to be able to give you what you want. This is the old person trying to come back to give you what you want. And now, Ice King, boss, entrepreneur, and detached. So, yeah, they were detached in the past, but now they're older, and they're realizing that there's more chemistry and a passionate feeling, and that's where the catalyst is, because this is the halfway mark through the year that they're realizing that you're the mature woman, they're the mature man, and this is what they want. And, you know, these are the answers that they're seeking, they're trying to figure out, because now they're realizing that they can't find a you in anyone else, no matter how they move forward. Does that make sense? So I'm going to pull from the Destined Love Oracle, and then I'll pull Tarot to see what comes out. Because, again, in May, this is the catalyst. All of these cards fall on the floor. Bottom of the deck is intimacy. Yeah, they're looking for intimacy now. At first, you were unworthy of their time. Now they're looking for intimacy. Hold on. So, movement. Yeah, they're moving. That was change in the last read. Toxicity, they understand there was conflict. They're ready to apologize because you're focused on self-love, but have they healed? This comes in reverse. So healing is in reverse. Have you healed or have they healed? You're going through a transformation, and that's what you have to ask yourself. Now we're going to pull from Tarot. Oh, and I have the other one timestamped too, so if you want to go through March, April, May, I'll put it like that. But also, I didn't timestamp this one today, so let's see. Bottom of the deck is Six of Pentacles. Giving to others wholeheartedly without expecting to receive the same yourself. Now they're changing up the way they do things because they see that you were the one who gave to them unconditionally and you didn't expect anything in return. Unsure energy, Eight of Pentacles, working on yourself. So the Eight of Pentacles is, working and trying to find a new way of doing things. I'm going to clarify the Eight of Pentacles because it needs clarification. It comes out sideways. So the Eight of Pentacles energy is learning, hard work, and, also in the reverse is ignorance and feeling overworked, overwhelmed, and overindulgent. So that is what could have been happening. They realized they took advantage of you and they needed to heal from that. Two of Wands energy. The Two of Wands is plans, travels, and new ideas. So they're making plans to travel towards you. Three of Wands is, being grateful and happy, and also coming up with a plan. Coming up with a plan because they're making plans and travel with the Two of Wands energy. They're making plans to do stuff, and here it is. She has a map, but is this you making the plans by yourself and you being grateful for just being alone? Because remember, single came out. So are you grateful for just being alone? And being able to do this on your own now because you have the answers that it is, and now they're changing up. So you have to ask yourself that. That's up to you. Hold on one second. Let me clear this out. I think I'm going to take these because I might at the end of this read, I think I might do separate videos on March, April, on all of the years with the cards separately in individual videos because this was really good on what January brings, what February, March, April, May. So it could be this year, last year, like I say, however you get this message, it can be with that energy. So hold on one second. I'm going to timestamp this. Okay, so now I changed it up, and now we're focusing on May, June, July. Well, we finished May, but I'm going to keep that there for reference. I have the other ones in the back. Like I said, I think I'm going to go ahead and pull for each individual month and get a clearer view with just more than tarot. I mean, with tarot, with the a different type of tarot or whatever. And so we're at June now. We started at 2008 for June, and now we're going to move forward through July. So I got to write this down. 2008 for June, and going from there. Hold on one second. So the cards that we're going to pull, it's you're seeking liberation. Again, we always worry about what you're doing on your vision board. So your vision has to be clear. You got to know what you're working on, and you got to keep adding more and more to your vision board daily. And that is why we're doing it this way. So the card that comes out is your intuition. Yes. So you're seeking liberation. And let's read the card. Break the chains of addictions, restrictions, or other impediments. It begins with freedom of choice. So it's your intuition. You're trusting in your intuition. Again, why did this card come back at the bottom of the deck? Did you see me shuffle? Did you not see me shuffle? So I did shuffle. This card came back out when it comes to what you're doing. So seek it. We're going to pull from the evolution of the soul and, you know, the confidence and poise. You're going to do things, seek liberation, and you're going to use your intuition, and you're going to trust in it with confidence and poise. And then we have the Ascended Life Oracle deck. So I'm shuffling it right now on my knee, like you can't see me, but I'm going to shuffle it so you can, with the Ascended Life Oracle deck. So you're trusting in your intuition. You're seeking liberation. You're getting rid of the impediments, and you're getting rid of the things that hold you back. And that's called you being free. So remember, this all is about your twin soul. It says you have incarnated in this lifetime with your divine counterpart. This complex connection is intended to strip away outdated beliefs and bring high vibrations high vibration love to the world. So these two cards tried to come out. I'll take them. Business and time off. So you're seeking liberation. You're trusting in your intuition. You're understanding, and you're becoming free with the things that have been holding you back. It says business, work, entrepreneur, career moves, working on your career success, earning money through your work. And so that is what you've been doing during the beginning of the month, the beginning of the year, because it said in January that you're tired of being broke, in so many words. Time off, and spending money on frivolous things. Taking time to relax, taking care of yourself first, doing things that make you happy, and enjoying life more. And so the bottom of the deck is friendships. It says attracting new friendships. Remember, you're finding your soul tribe, and this is what makes you reflect on everything when it gets to what you're going through. Attracting new friends, change in friendships, spending more time with friends, letting go of toxic friends. And so you're doing this with confidence and poise. Everything that you're doing moving forward is with confidence and poise. And so these are the answers that you seek. And so the answers that you seek is at the bottom of the deck, and that's the catalyst, because you're looking at things, you're changing your belief systems and looking at things in a way to help you heal when it comes to dealing with everybody, friendships, family members, loved ones, and things like that. That's the majority of the things that hold you back is the relationships that you have. Yeah, and this is so that you can have a prosperous marriage. It says a marriage meant to elevate your soul. You will marry in this lifetime, experiencing oneness in marriage. So you are going to get what you want when it comes to your twin soul. But again, transformation shows its face. Many changes throughout your life. Experiencing many endings at once. You thrive through change, though. So you're learning how to thrive through change, and you're not letting things hold you back. And that is the only thing that we can do when it comes to us understanding the situations that we've been in. So now I'm going to pull from the situation deck, and then I'll pull from the love situation deck, and then I'll pull from the Ascended Life Oracle deck. I already did that. Yeah, that turned over, which is, again, that came out in the beginning of the months, which is blood ties in your inner circle. You're learning about the inner circle and the things that tie you down and how to deal with it, that keeps you closed, trapped in, and frustrated. So that is the SOS that you're calling for the universe to help you with, because there's been silence and non-action taken in all of the situations. But remember, transformation brings new beginnings. And that's why the transformation card comes out, because there's going to be some type of new beginning when it comes to your heightened awareness and the transformation that has to happen and why it needs to happen. And that's where the months moving forward gets to the point to where it's detailed. This is the Destined Love Oracle deck that I'm sending, so when it comes to your situation, it shows, yeah, that you're going to be celebrating and seeking liberation, but that's your freedom. Marriage comes out twice in the month of June. So I'm not sure if that's because it's your birthday. I don't know what it is, but there is some type of offer that's being had, and marriage is something that is still on your wish list, and that's still something that you are trusting in when it comes to your intuition, because you know that in the month of June, whether 2022, 2023, or moving forward, there is going to be marriage happening here. And so that's just kind of how I see that. Hold on, my aunt's calling me. Okay, yeah, you know it's Christmas, and I'm the one that's at home. This year we didn't do the big thing because everybody went down to um, my sister's house, and my mom stayed here, and my uh, son stayed, and yeah. So wait a minute, cards come out, celebration, and there are two cards on the floor. So the thing is that you're liberated, and the triangles. It says crowded relationship and choices is in the reverse, and short term, quick ending, quick flings, endings, and times. So the love triangles and the short term relationships are in the reverse, meaning that somebody's learned their lessons, toxic stories, and new opportunities. And it could be a brunette female, a darker hair person, somebody that's intense and focused that you've been dealing with. But those things are coming to an end, and the union is going to happen. But it's up to you. You have the choice to see what it is that you want. I'm going to pull from the I don't know what this. I keep the Norman deck to see what else comes out, because again, you have been changing and liberating, and now you're okay with being single. That's what you figured out. I think in May, or what is it? What is April? May or April, you figured out that it's okay to be single, and I think it actually was May, but we'll see. Yeah, bad health. Somebody is getting sick over you winning, or somebody is sick of dealing with the bullshit or the third parties. So this doesn't necessarily mean bad health. It just means that at this point, people are reflecting on what it is that's truly good for them. But you're having great fortune in the process of this union and everything that's happening, if that makes sense. So let's see what the love situation is, because again, somebody is looking at things in a different light. There's no flings there. Everything is in the reverse. The love triangles, the short-term relationships. So somebody wants stability, but again, they want stability in the term of, yeah, they regret cut through. It says emotional mental clarity, secrets come to light, and a breakthrough. So this person, place, thing, or situation that you've been dealing with is having some type of breakthrough, and that's the transformation, and why the silence and everything else is there, because they're tired of living in regret. And so here it is, unlocking foolish and regret. It says locked doors are opening, removing blockages, and love is coming. Love is coming. So again, marriage comes out 3 times here. Foolish, they're realizing that they're foolish. Foolish choices, carelessness, not serious, playing games and tricks. They're tired of dealing with that, and now they're living in regret. Regret, feeling guilty, remorseful, wanting to undo damages. So this person is now, when you're in the process of seeking liberation, they're having a dark night of the soul again, and they're changing their outdated belief systems and bringing high vibration to love, and love to this world. So again, it's up to you what you want to do. I'm going to pull from the finance deck to see what you're doing financial wise, because remember, you've learned to be liberated. You've learned to do things on your own. You learn to practice and focus on your finances. When all else fails, you know that you still have bills to pay and you still have stuff to do. The card that come out bottom of the deck is taxes. So there is a financial breakthrough. Maybe you were back or behind in taxes, but it says fall from grace, unethical behavior, and immortality. So I don't know, take what resonates. Invaluable experience. So this was the experience that you had to go through in order to get your stuff together and to have a financial breakthrough, if that makes sense. But taxes are here, maybe because it's tax season. I'm not sure. Excuse me. Let me pull from the untold truths of the heart, because now somebody is having a change of heart and they want a union 3 times, actually. Sorry, solitaire, withdrawn, lonesome, and single. Again, yeah, your feminine energy is coming through on 100. It's coming through on 100 because you have focused on yourself. You've cleansed and purged the people, places, and situations around you that didn't mean you well. And now you're okay with dealing with the withdrawn person now. But now they're lonesome and they don't want to be single. They're looking for a marriage and you're okay with this. So see, the tables have turned. I did a read the other day that said something about the tables turning because, excuse me, that's what normally happens when you start to get your shit together. The tables turn. You start to have faith in yourself and have faith in all of the situations around you and knowing that things is going to be okay. And you stop focusing on love and trying to prove your worth. Yeah, uprooting. Now they're trying to move towards you. Resurrection. What you thought to be lost forever will come back and you'll witness the impossible made possible. You remember I always tell you that I wrote this down when it comes to this saying, and it wasn't this card that did it. I always jot down things that, little notes all the time. And I said, do the impossible in times when it seems impossible. Do the possible in times where it seems impossible. Where You Want is on by Donnell Jones. This is part 2. Where You Want to Be is where I want to be. So they're having to change your heart. What you thought to be lost forever will come back and you'll witness the impossible made possible. So again, you're witnessing a lot of stuff happening right now, and it says uprooting. They are leaving all that is familiar to them or a long-term relationship to start a brand new life with you. So again, that's the liberation that's happening. You have to understand what it is that you want moving forward, because you're not just going to let this person randomly just come back, or are you? If you are, that's what you want in your heart of hearts. It says it here. So in June, maybe 2023, or maybe in 2022, this is what happened, and they tried to come back around. Now we'll move forward to see what happened when they did, and the traits. I'm going to pull from the archetype deck to see. I can't sing. Y'all know that. But it's Where You Want. Don't you ever take your love away. And it's June, Donnell Jones is a Gemini, the journey of a Gemini. This is, where they are. This is where I want to be. Oh, the Virgin. And at the bottom of the deck, the groupie. Seek to achieve status by having sex. Will do anything to get near their partner. Often obsessed, shallow, and lustful intent. So this could have been where they wanted to be at, and now they're changing and have a change of heart. The Virgin is here on top of the groupie, talking about sex. Hasn't had sexual intercourse, inexperienced in love. Sexual history is important to them. So that is the shallow man that comes out, and the person, I'm going to say man or female, male or female, that came out in the beginning of this read. But something is what was changing in regards to them. So now from the groupie to the Virgin, it's like they haven't experienced that type of love with you. I'm just saying, there's a resurrection happening, and that's where it's at. So I'm going to pull from the DM Confessions. DM Confessions to see what their confession. This could be divine masculine, or somebody with heavy divine or masculine energy in their chart. Okay, cards fell out on the ground. And because you didn't see me shuffling, because I got it far back, when I was starting to shuffle, I'll say those, but I'll pull a couple of more cards to see what comes out. But yeah. All right. There you go. I tried to move on with others, but I can't forget about you. Where I want to be. That's getting towards this reconciliation. So now in this process, you have to decide what you want to do. Let's pull these cards since they fell out first. I've read and reread every message you sent. Those words are deep in my heart. So whatever you said, Cake is on by Trey Songz. Whatever you said to them in the messages, they're going back and reading them. I'm afraid to open up. I know it will be the end of my ability to keep these walls up. I'm just protecting my heart. It really isn't you. It's me. So you knew that all along. Let's pull this card. You are just perfect. I'm sorry I kept messing up. So that is where the liberation is. You're getting the answers that you want in so many words. This is what they're thinking. I'm just telling you. It might not be what they're confessing, but this could be what they're thinking. I know we have a connection unlike any other. Sometimes I try to deny it, but I can't ignore the signs I receive, the synchronicities. Didn't that come out somewhere around here? There were synchronicities that came out. Where is it at? You can't have cake and eat it too. But ain't that what you're supposed to do? The synchronicities came out somewhere. I want you right now. Where are you? That's the energy that they keep coming up with. So maybe this is what turned you off and why it's taking so long to get to the reconciliation. I talk to you through the lyrics of songs. Now I got to pull from the song deck because, excuse me, you know how we do with the song deck. So hold on, let me get the song deck. Because you know we live in the 5D and those songs remind us so much of them, but we had to stop getting in our feelings about how those songs make us want them to come back because we know we need something from this person. We just cannot let the shallowness of songs keep the love alive in the 5D and because we need it in the 3D. So that is where it's at. Hold on, let me get the song deck card. Okay, so I got the music deck. But yeah, I just feel like, talking through the 5D, it's enough. Enough is enough. It's time to be a grown up and to talk and to say, sorry, hold on. I dropped some cards, so um yeah, it's time to grow up and to say what you want, mean what you say. You're learning this liberation. You don't want to hear the half-ass conversations. You know that it's not going to be exactly what you're ready to hear. But the thing is that this person, excuse me, this person has to get to the point to where they're actually speaking and not feeling like, you're taking your power back. Look at that, releasing and taking the power back. So you're just tired of, dealing with the half-ass stuff. And so just because you guys can love hard through 5D, you need more than that. You need more than that, and that's just how I see it. My son keeps opening the bathroom door, and I hate doors open, and I can't see behind me. Anyway, so the hood celebrity is at the bottom of the deck. I can take you to the LA. We can go shopping for the day. I'm spending it all on you, girl. Spending it all on you anyway. Dance hall vibes, close the all of the night. My crib close by. We go. We could like. Hood girl, tell me it's a go for tonight. Baby girl, you got the glow in the lights. So whoever hood celebrity is, and walking trophy. So you don't have time for that. And that's just basically what's happening right now. You don't have time for that. You don't have time to hear that about shopping. And yeah, you want to get yourself together, but you're able to shop on your own. Jagged Edge, let's get married. So 4 times this comes out. Mariah Carey, we belong together. And Truth Hurts, featuring Rakim, addictive. You so contagious. So we belong together. Who else am I gonna lean on when times get rough? Y'all know I can't sing, but Jagged Edge, let's get married. See, first of all, I know these so-called players wouldn't tell you this, but I'ma be real and say what. Okay, y'all, I quit. But y'all know how I get in my bag. I ain't did it in a while, but just saying. It says, let's make this chance and let's take this chance and make this love feel relevant. Didn't you know I love you from the start? Yeah. When I think about all these years we put in this relationship, you knew we would make it this far. When I think about where would I be if we were just to fall apart, and I just can't can't stand the thought of leaving you. So that is a song. Jagged Edge is everything to me. Him and Donnell Jones, right? There's a whole bunch of other ones too, but Mariah Carey, I didn't mean it when I said I didn't love you, so I should have held on tight. I never should have let you go. I didn't know nothing. I was stupid. I was foolish. I was lying to myself. I could not fathom that I would ever be without your love. Never imagined I'd be sitting here by my side, beside myself. So that is, we belong together. So again, the liberation is coming. You're freeing yourself. They're trying to come back. And now here it is. The truth hurts. He breaks me. He breaks me down. He builds me up. He fills my cup. I like it rough. We fuss, we brawl, we rise, we fall. He comes in late, but it's okay. He do, I do. He knows the rules. He takes care of home, though he's not alone. I'm on his knee. He keeps me clean and gives me things. He makes me scream. He's so contagious. He turns my pages. He got me some anxious. He's what I waited for. He keeps me guessing, spontaneous. He's so persuasive, and I'm his lady. That's the game, that back and forth game that y'all been playing. But now you're just like, because he fills your cup. He or she fills your cup. But that other extra stuff, it's like, it's not about the shopping. It's not about the, what you can do. It's about us standing together as a cohesive unit and doing what it takes to make things happen and to build a foundation, because you know that you're okay with certain things respectfully. But now it's time for a change. And so maybe in June, or maybe June, they came back around and you realize that the truth hurts, that it's addictive to you. But now it's time for you to channel the relationship paradigm, what speaks to your soul. So that's why I say it seems like it is about last year that or this year that just passed, that we're going through this, about questioning and guessing and liberating yourself for them to come back and get to this point. So we got through the music part of it, and now I think I want to pull two more decks, but let me get them, because the addictive part is everything. But you have to seek liberation and use and trust in your intuition that this addictive energy can change. But that's where you go, by sending strength and healing, period. So if you haven't done this, and it's in June, you didn't feel this way, what happened to where they, in June, if this was 2022, when they came back, did they piss you off? And it started it back over again to you searching again. Hold on one second. Okay, so Tank is on, like when I do you dirty. So the addictive part is like, maybe the sex is great, maybe the chemistry is great, but that whole part of where it comes to you actually figuring out, what you want out of your life, and, what you need and what you deserve, is where you turn around and you're like, okay, no. So it starts back over. Yeah, okay, so yeah, you're grateful for the energy and know that you're abundant, but again, yeah, freedom again. So liberation is here, taking a leap. Uranus, opportunities, liberation in June. So your higher self, activation. So this is what you're going through when it comes to your stability. So that's not enough for you. Assistance from your spirit guides. That's not enough for you, what they're talking about. The resurrection hasn't happened all the way. So now you go back. Are you going back into hermit mode? Now we're pulling from, that was the yin and yang deck. Now we're pulling from the Secret Journey Oracle deck, because now you are at the point to where you realize that this is not what you want. Keep moving, keep on evolving. Yeah, universal oneness. Can We Be Tight is on by Jagged Edge. Profound spiritual revelations, a higher understanding. So that's what you understand. That this right here is not just about how you feel about this person. You need more, And so again, they have to know it. Keep on evolving. Lessons in progress, spiritual guidance. So you're evolving. You're saying, that you're evolved and they haven't. So you got to still keep going with the flow and being harmonious and be stable, because they haven't got to this point. They don't know. So the profound spiritual revelations is that they're not ready at this time. So this tells me that this might be June of 2022 to the people who started this journey, and to the people who's going through this journey. They might come back around in June, close to your birthday, and say, happy birthday. But that's been the messages that's happened last June. They came back around, or not last June, 2022. What happened? Strength, the Leo card. Independent, confident, extroverted, ego, courageous, proud, playful, prowess, charismatic, expressive, and vital. So this is the energy that you've been dealing with, but you're recognizing your strengths. Remember, strength isn't always physical. Your patience, compassion, and gentle spirit is what makes you strong, not the sharpness of your words. The wolf moon. Ask your pack to assist. Remember, you found your soul tribe, or you were finding your soul tribe. Explore your own modes of expression. You have to know what it is that sits with you. Poise and confidence. It's not about anybody else and what you decide to do moving forward. Be resourceful. Express yourself fully. Use intuitive instincts. So your intuition is up here, and it's telling you to use your intuition. Maybe they're not ready, and that's why they keep evolving. They need to keep evolving. The Gemini. Remember, I said Journey of the Gemini. You could be dealing with the Gemini, but Leo came out as well at the bottom of the deck. So somebody that's strong, confidence, and it says the Gemini is adaptable, informative, connected, communicative, talkative, superficial, restless, love, variety, and curious, and social. So they could be dealing with a social Gemini. Your guides are helping you. Your guides are helping you as all is well. So just keep moving forward because Mercury, awareness. Yeah, you're aware that this person isn't ready yet. Awareness, communication, writing, news, short trips, thoughts, ideas, perceptions, learning, and intelligence. You're using your intuition and you're understanding that the way that this person is communicating is not going to be about buying you something. It's about that stability, the foundation that you need. The first quarter, challenges, time for action, breakthrough old blocks and patterns, push through and stop at nothing, doing the work and momentum. So you're doing the work, and therefore you have to understand that your first house, the body, identity, consciousness, ego, beauty and character, nature, gateway, beginnings, life philosophies, and awakenings hasn't happened on their side. So even though they come back because they realize some things, they're not ready. If this was June 2022, I'm just saying they're not ready, and you know it. They're not ready. Excuse me. So let's see what I want to pull from. Hold on one second. So yeah, I think that's it. So again, back to May, where you were the Three of Wands, being grateful and happy and for the lessons, but you're here by yourself. Because remember, the Two of Wands was right here. Two of Wands is plans, travel, and new ideas. So you came up with a new idea. This person probably did as well. But now, hold on, the card fell. The King of Swords in the reverse. They still have stuff to do. The King of Swords in reverse is irony, cynicism, and sneakiness. So they still have stuff that they need to do. Let's clarify the King of Swords. It needs unsure energy with the hangman energy. So they're still in limbo. Hangman, they're still in limbo when it comes to what it is. So they're still trying to figure out if this is worth the sacrifice, or they're going to be able to control the situation, or are they going to be put in a standstill. But this is change that needs to be happening, but they have to learn to release the old energy. Let's clarify that. And it comes with the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So the Nine of Cups in the reverse just lets you know that, they're exaggerating. They're taking their time to get to that point of them needing what they want. Like, let's clarify the Nine of Cups. I Miss You is on by Aaron Hall. Ace of Cups energy. Ace of Cups is opportunities, great love, and joy. So once they get to that point, the Eight of Cups, you're moving on. So if this was June 2022, you packed your shit and you was like, nope, it's still not there. I don't expect much, but I know that it's still not there. And so you packed your bags, or you just said, no, not time. You said everything close to it, but you're not ready. You haven't evolved yet. Eight of Cups energy. We used to talk and laugh all day, girl, all night, girl. What happened to those days? Did they all just fade away? Hold on. Okay, so now we're moving to July. We realize that the opportunities are still going to be there, but it's not what you're wanting. It's like you're learning that you're channeling again. You have the ability to convey messages from spirit. This is achieved with a quiet mind, removing expectations and an openness to receive. And then the relationship paradigms. Now remember, this person said in June that you lived through song with them, but the communication when it comes to what they're saying is not what you're doing. And that's the reason why we pulled the song deck, And so the opportunities are still there, because the Ace of Cups came at the out with tarot after we clarified everything about the King of Swords being in reverse. Remember, in here, the Gemini was in this card deck. So the King of Swords coming in reverse is here and going from there. It's Christmas. Everybody is calling me. Hold on. Okay, so Angel is owned by Amanda Perez. So I'm going to pull this up, and we're going to work on, I'm going to pull May up, and we're going to work on July. And I'll leave June here just for reference so that we can realize that the new opportunities are there. But, again, the new opportunities come with you understanding what the old opportunities were moving forward. So in July, again, my apology is by Donnell Jones. The Journey of a Gemini. I keep telling you guys. So the channeling, again, You have the ability to convey messages from spirit. This is achieved with a quiet mind, removing expectations and openness to receive. And then it's you questioning what speaks to your soul in this close relationship. So remember, the apology was in here. They want to apology. They want to apologize, but they still are in that hood celebrity phase, right? Where they're thinking that shopping and all this other stuff is a form of substance to you, and it's, excuse me, and it's not. So let's go ahead and pull from the relationship paradigm. So we're going to pull from the Mirror's Love Oracle again to see what comes out. But it's the journey of a Gemini. I'm a provider, G. Bills paid on the first, you see. It's another form of currency. You said you never leave, and now you're trying to turn your back on me. You have no trust in me, but I changed for you. Promise that you stay and accept my apology. The energy comes out with twin flame, spiritual alignment, effortless and karmic, obstacles, blocks, pathways, and delays. So it does not matter if you guys aren't on the same page. If they're still doing the same stuff that made your soul cringe, you're not going to get to that point. Now we're going to pull from the Destined Love Oracle deck. I did pull from the finance deck. There it is. Because the thing is that, you're channeling what it is in regards to this relationship on what you need to do. Yeah, you want a stable foundation, a home, and a family. So, the obstacles are that they still are talking about buying stuff, and showing their hand, and that's just where you are like, that's not what I want. So the type of energy that comes out, it's like you can be a provider and think that money is the rule. It's the relationship that you want. You want the family dynamic. You want a home, a foundation built, and you want to get out of that energy of, a sugar daddy mentality. You don't want that sugar daddy. Well, respectfully, no, you want it to happen, but it's not about the money. Very transparent in what they want. Financially supports their partners. Successful, but with a little time to give. But they don't have a lot of time to get to where they are, but they like to play in the time that they have. They like to be around and be the social butterfly, like it said in the Gemini reading for June that come out. It's like you can provide, but if it comes with a facetious feeling, or if it comes with you feeling like it's taken for granted, then it says the Seekers at the bottom of the deck. It says they love to keep the relationship fresh, keeps variety and passion on their menu. They have a quirky style and an approach to love. So that could be the thing. The way that they were taught was to love with money, and that's not making you feel confident in regards to why you want. So let's see what you're manifesting and putting on your vision board this month, the month of July, because again, you have to get to the point to where you realize what it is that you want. Nobody is going to be perfect. But again, the shallow energy, damn, it's a lot that you're looking at now since they've come back. Travel, beach. You want to be able to go places and understand and have that energy. But the home foundation and the family dynamic is everything to you. And that's the reason why conquering fears and phobias by traveling and doing things on your own. From the last time, remember the Three of Wands showed their face when it came to you making plans and travel and having new ideas, but being happy and grateful for the strength and everything. So you're conquering your fears. Hold on, let me get the card. Oh, well, I don't know. It was at the bottom of the deck, and you're traveling alone. Excuse me, wisdom. You're using your wisdom. Hard Times is on by Trey Songz. You're having a fresh start, and your youthfulness is starting to come back out because now you're going to the beach. You've been healing, and you're going back, maybe higher education. Maybe you're investing in certain things. You're changing the way, and you're going after your dream car or getting your dream car. You're doing things that you wouldn't normally do because you've been so busy and having financial constraints because you're giving your time, energy, and also maybe even your finances because the person that you've been dealing with has been pulling your energy and having you do things for them that they're fairly capable of doing, but they're not doing it, So the Ascended Life Oracle deck is what I'm pulling for July because, again, you've done a lot in this situation, and therefore you're just getting yourself back. But secrets, moving in silence, hidden factors, lack of communication, not having all the facts. So the secrets are there. on your part and on theirs. But yeah, karmic justice, the wrongs are made right. You will be vindicated, getting what you deserve, learning karmic lessons. So you're just learning how to channel and how to, the relationship paradigm. You don't want karma to happen to anybody. You just want them to understand that you've hit a big brick wall, literally, right? Trial and error. Through the trial and error of loving this person, experimenting with your life, inexperience in a job or a situation, willingness to try new things, exploring all possibilities. And that's you going and following your dreams and doing things. So now you feel vindicated because you feel finally free enough to make the decisions that you need to make, right? The brick wall, insurmounting obstacles, blocked for your highest good, not able to make progress, time to do things different. So that's what you're doing. The relationship paradigm is understanding what your twin flame is, but you're understanding what also speaks to your soul. You see what I'm saying? You're understanding what speaks to your soul, and you're nourishing that, if that makes sense. And so, therefore, with the stargazing oracle deck, you're looking at all your houses. You're looking at, your chart, and you're trying to see, you're discovering the myriad facets of who you are, and that's where this is happening. Your life story hasn't unfolded yet. So this is what you're doing. You're trying to figure out who you are in the month of July. Again, whatever year this is for you, this is the year for you, again, but you're taking your finances and you're moving forward. So we're pulling from the Show Me the Money deck. You're moving forward and you're saying you're not ready yet. You're not ready to have the things that I want. Prosperity playlist. You're listening to motivational music, energies, and also listening to positive things. You're not living in the negative or looking at the negative. It says manifesting with scripting, manifesting with journaling. You're writing things down. You have your vision board, but you're writing down where you want to move to, how you want to go through there. It says listening to motivational podcasts, video musics, watch motivational movies, consume inspiring and informative content, informational content. And so that is where you're evolving at. So you're looking at everything differently. You're looking at things on what you're capable of doing, not what somebody is capable and how somebody is capable of making you feel. But you do know it is a difficult road, but your spirituality is changing, your belief system, becoming more spiritually aware, more spiritually focused, choosing a spiritual path. So you're trusting in the universe because you know that your story hasn't unfolded yet. So that is a good thing for you to get to this point. It is hard times, and that's what Trey Songz's music says. It's the hard times that you go through. But when it comes to the Hidden Truth Oracle, we're going to pull from that as well to see what comes out. You're changing your spirituality, and therefore that's what you're channeling and trying to see if this is the end-all be-all that you want to be a part of, avoiding, blocking, escaping, and pushing away. So maybe you're pushing this person away because you feel like they haven't changed that much. Your pride, ego, arrogance, and stubborn love. Now you're being stubborn. They were stubborn at first. Despair, falling apart, sinking, and hopeless. Maybe they're falling apart because you're not being who you were with them in the past. You're changing it up. Excuse me. You're changing it up. And for a change, for this time, they're not used to that. They're not used to you changing it up. Let's pull from the Lenormand deck to see what comes out. Yeah, but this is what you had to go through in order to cut through, which it says, and in July, in order to cut through all of this. House shows his face. They're concerned now. So they're concerned that you're avoiding them. In the month of July, they're concerned that you're avoiding them. Your expectations aren't what you thought they would be when they came back in June. And you're ending it. So this is a transformation that you're having, the coffin energy. Death energy says, embrace change, let go of what no longer serves you. Let's Get Married is on by Jagged Edge. Embrace change, let go of what no longer serves you. Death is not the end. It's a transformation that brings new beginnings. Children, it could be children are involved, or it could be childish, something about your occupation and this house situation. So they still have some growing to do. That's what it kind of looks like to me for the month of July. So they came back, thought that if they changed their speech or do something, it would nourish your soul. And you knew that that wasn't the case. Let's pull the situations of love. And then let's see what else I want to pull. Oh, wait. I didn't even see this card here. You see it? Yeah, Lover's Energy, card of Gemini. So the situation in love, because the Lover's Energy is here, this is in the reverse, but boundaries. No more enabling, feeling used, setting healthy boundaries. So you're setting the healthy boundaries and mutual feelings. Your feelings are mutual, equal give or take, compromise. So now you have to figure out if you're going to compromise, not budging, refusing to change, stubborn and flexible, both standing your ground. So you're standing your ground. They're trying to change, but you're not believing this. So they're concerned about it, you know? And so with the yin and yang being here, excuse me, with the yin and yang being here for July, yeah, you're reflecting. You're reflecting, and at the bottom of the deck is avoidance and stalemate. So now you're avoiding them. You're really avoiding them because you're not sure what to do when it comes to this situation or when it comes to this energy. You know, you're not sure what to do. Hold on one second. Yeah, but, you know, how do you say? Let me trying to get tickets for Disney for my baby, my pretty. Yeah, so you're avoiding it because you don't believe that this is something that can happen. You don't believe in it. And so therefore, that's why you're reflecting now, the messages of the heart. You know, that's why you're reflecting now when it comes to what it is that you want to do or what you need to do. You know, what you need to do moving forward. You're just like, okay, what should I do? Where are they at in this point? Sexual union and separation. Bottom of the deck is exhausted. It says there's a lot of baggage that needs to be taken care of before they approach you. They're really trying to trust the situation. And so when they did approach you, it was like it wasn't taken well on your part. And so the sexual union, when it comes to July, their greatest sex memory is with you. But it's more than just sex. It's their memory of feeling so close to you. So they're reflecting, you're reflecting. The separation. They're focusing on their own personal journey and choosing not to focus on love because there is nothing to give. So that is something and reason why you, excuse me, why you separated from them. But in the process, again, sex ain't better than love, but, you know, they have more than that with you. And they're concerned because that's not even enough to budge. And this is the reason of the separation is because, you know, they didn't feel like they could give you anything. But now they're, you know, the tables are turning and they're trying to do stuff. So the situation deck is what I'm pulling from next. Then I'll pull from the DM confessions. And then I'll pull from the lover's journey. And then maybe, like I said, I might think about clarifying each month. They're recalling, yeah. They're reminiscing, and they're reminiscing on the memories. Again, it's not just about sex. Searching for you online, looking for info and records. They're looking to see what you're doing if you've moved on. If you move forward with somebody else, they're looking to see what it is. But, you know, again, it's exhausting for you. But, again, they're looking, and they have more energy. 2 cards fell on the ground, so I'll take them. I think it's 2. No, 1. You are an incredible person inside and out. So they know that. I tried to move on with others, but I can't forget about you. Again, that's why they're searching and they're looking and they're trying to figure out. They're concerned about you in July because in June, if this had happened in June of 2022, July, they're realizing that you are incredible. Let's pull from the soul journey, the lover's journey deck, and then I'll pull tarot. And then we'll move forward to August. I think I'm going to stop this video and start over. Yeah. And start over distorted mirror. So look, the mirror comes out twice. This is a different person who made this card deck. But the same mirror came out. It's the exact same mirror. Look. It says self-criticism, unworthy thoughts. So they're reflecting. Distorted mirror. They're reflecting on what it is and why you're not just taking them back. Bottom of the deck is not bottom of the deck. That's the bottom of the deck. The mirror. Silent contemplation. Complex love. Seeking answers. Again, seeking answers is what you've been doing. Drowning in pain. Empty emotions. Coping mechanisms. So they have several coping mechanisms that they are dealing with, and this is what you've been through. But you're not trying to pull a them on you, or you're not trying to reflect what it is, but that's what the twin flame journey does. It reflects based upon what it is that you need to fix within yourself, and they same thing, vice versa. So with your ghost, searching to duplicate you, haunting memories. So that's the reason why they said I've tried to move on with others, but I can't forget about you. The tempting offer, dancing with danger, short-lived thrills. So they tried to come back in June and offer you something, but it wasn't good enough for you. And that is where you're going to have to realize if this is something that will nourish your soul by you, is it going to be what you really want? Because you want a home and family. They are looking at it in a different way. Heartbroken, Three of Swords energy. So the Three of Swords energy, again, is finding a way out, seeking liberation, and heartbreak. In the reverse, it's insult, fraud, and pain, and a painful experience. You feel insulted because they're still trying to come at you with that, not like they were having that sugar daddy mentality, but in January when we pulled, it was that they were bullying you because they had more than you. And now they want to come and say, oh, well, do you want what every other shallow person wants, respectfully, me to take care of you or to flaunt my money around you and to give you the things that you want? And you're like, no, I want a family. I want a house. I want a solid foundation. I don't care about your money. I don't care about your cars. I can get that myself. So when it said in here that you're buying your car, your dream car, I bet you it's the older car. I bet you it's nice. I bet you it's something that you had before and you wanted it back because something in your past has made you get to a point to where you felt like you lost it in in the financial situation or a financial crush. So, crunch. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups energy. Thank you. My son bought me Starbucks. I love you too. I'll see you in a minute. Merry Christmas. I love you. Woo. Yeah, so the thing is, Starbucks ran out of almond milk and I'm drinking regular milk. Anyway, the thing is that, you started to get to the point to where, you start to channel. I forgot what I was saying. I lost my train of thought, but you got to the point to where they tried to come with the offer, but it was still shallow. It was still shallow. And you were just like, now, I think what I was saying basically is that, when it comes to dealing with this person, what they think that is everything to everyone else is not the same for you. You want a solid foundation. You want a home. You want to be a dynamic family. You want to be everything. You want to be able to say, I can trust you, or know that you can trust. I Want to Love You is owned by Donnell Jones. You want to be able to say that you can trust this person, but at the same time, this is what it shows. So the realization is in the reverse, the judgment energy. So the judgment in the reverse is feeling like, it's doubt and it's punishment and it's destruction. So you feel like that if you do take this person back, there's a lot of doubt here. There might be destruction because it comes in reverse. The Ten of Swords in the reverse just lets you know that, it's like you're ending this and you're just like, nope, I'm cutting it out, And then the King of Cups in the reverse, you're saying that this person can't not be loving and compassionate, because the King of Cups in the upright says only love, compassion, and understanding can truly bring you the happiness and tranquility that you seek. You don't think that this person is capable of doing that. That's the reason why the King of Cups is in reverse. You feel like, excuse me, they're mocking you by them coming back. And so the Five of Wands, this is her arguing, and as a conflict, you're not even going to argue this situation. That's the obstacles and the blocks and the stalemate and the avoidance, because the Five of Wands is like, you think that they're being bitter, or that they're being, they have some type of something that's behind them coming back around, like they're playing games with you. And so to clarify those comes with the Knight of Swords. You're being tough, being ambitious, knowing what you want and going after it in a single-minded determination. Two of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. And the Two of Cups energy is love, friendship, and a connection. But you're in your Knight of Swords bag, which is, like conflict, but it's opposition as well. You feel like they're the ops, and you're being honest about it at some point, so you're being tough, being ambitious, know what you want, going after it in a single-minded determination. So right now you're saying that this is not what you want. Okay, so I'm going to do, hold on, let me see. Let me look at my video. I'll do August, and then we'll do these for another video. And so that is how I see that. You are looking and trying to figure out the best way to deal with this situation in July. And so you're channeling something new, and you're asking yourself, is this a person that I can spend the rest of my life with, and will they nourish my soul? That's what you're asking for. So we're going to do the month of August, but again, opportunities is here, and you're trying to figure out if this is the conflict, if this is conflict, or if this is opposition, and that's when it comes to this relationship paradigm. Does that make sense? That's just kind of how I see that. So now we're going to go ahead and pull, and now that I have the decks all sitting here, the nourishment in August. I want to love you is on. Again, like I say that, and I need you anytime. Mm-mm-mm. It says your body and mind and soul are sacred. Feed yourself only that which nourishes you in the most healthy way possible. So now we're going to go ahead and pull from the evolution of the soul, but we're going to talk about when it comes to what you feel like you need to manifest in order to move forward. Does that make sense? We are going to pull maybe from the messages of love. So I'm getting my card decks out the way because you're not budging. You're not budging when it comes to this situation. And we need to know why you're not budging. I understand there's obstacles there. I understand that you're avoiding, you're blocking things. But you need to know that when it comes to your story, no, it's not over. But you have to understand that at some point, you're going to have to move forward because they're going to. And if this is a cat and mouse game that you're playing, you got to make a decision. And I know I'm not rushing you, but I'm just saying you need to figure out what sets your soul on fire. And I think that's the reason why we're at this point to where I believe this is 2022 that we're looking at. Permission is on by Ro James. It's your permission. And so that's what I think you need to do. So let's pull from the vision board, and then we'll pull from the other decks. I just feel like you have to make a decision soon. And this is just, you don't have to make a decision soon. I apologize. Yeah, knowledge, retention, and book smart. So nourishing your soul, you're going back to school, you're reading, you're doing things, and you're focusing on your health. That's what's more important to you, and I get it. Again, you don't have to make a decision. I apologize for saying that. I don't apologize, but, you don't have to make a decision. But, yeah, when it comes to your home and the foundation, real estate, property, residence, and the long distance that you're going through or that you're having right now dealing with this person, is just like they have to come to you. I think that's what it is. But it seems like they're trying to. They just don't know how. And they don't know that if you're going to accept them back. So the Ascending Oracle deck is what I'm going to pull from next. And then I'll pull from the, I don't know what it's called, right here in front of me. But yeah, I just feel like that is the case. Bottom of the deck is dice. Yeah, you got to roll the dice because they have to as well. Time to take risks, getting out of your comfort zone, leap into the unknown, adventure waits. But the adventure waits, you're thinking that you're going to miss something. So you're going out and seeing the world, which is fine. That's a good thing. And so when it comes to home, this is what your concern is online. Being active on social media, strong social media presence, influence, emails, online dating, and online businesses. So maybe you're doing something business-wise, but you're at a crossroads here. You're nourishing your soul, and you're figuring out your relationship paradigms, and you're channeling a lot of stuff, but you're at a crossroads. Faced with choices, midst of decisions, facing the possibilities in life, and right of initiation. So, again, you're at this crossroads, and you feel alienated. It says alien, feeling alienated in life, feeling like you don't fit in, dealing with a foreigner, experiencing new experiences in life. So you're going through all of these different things, and you're experiencing things, but you do want this person, you do want this love, but you're not sure if you should take a chance with it. And so that is why we're pulling from the evolution of the soul, because, again, you can nourish everything and still feel like you're missing something. Spiritual team. So you're asking your spiritual guides for help. Right? It says your spirit teachers will find you. Your spiritual teachers will find you. Answers will appear by chance. Help will come with perfect timing. So the long distance and all this other stuff, when it comes to this person, place, thing, or situation, there will be an answer. There will be something that happens when it comes to you doing something different, or you trying to figure out the answers to a situation. So this is the Lenormand deck that I'm pulling from. But you're maturing. You're understanding. Oh, I didn't even tell you about this card. Let me see. Maturing soul. Embracing others. Lessons. Empathy. Self-awareness. Traits. Introspective. Inquisitive. And sensitive. You're very sensitive in July. Or August, excuse me. You're very sensitive in August. And therefore, being sensitive in August. I don't even know when I started August. But being insensitive in August, you have to understand that this is because you are trying to make a decision that nourishes your body, that happens to focus on relationship situations, and you taking risk. And so you're questioning that. And so you're questioning how to do this and how to do it with the right way, and not to get to a point to where you lose things. So there's going to be another message because you're maturing. Again, mature soul, mature woman comes out. I'm just saying. You're maturing in the aspect of you being able to feel confident enough to make decisions in your life. And let's pull from the Show Me the Money deck. You're working on yourself, whether in business or not. So your online presence could be that you're doing something on social media, or you're just trying to get out there to see if you can find somebody, if somebody will see you. Your income is increasing. You're blinded by the bling, or somebody is blinded by the bling. That might not be you because you don't lead like that, but it could be. Let's see the type of person or the energy that you're dealing with when it comes to the archetypes or the love, the traits of love that you've been around. So the income is increasing, and yet still maybe this person is blinded by love. Bottom of the deck, are you avoiding, or are they avoiding? Are they being the ruiner? Runs away from intense connections, unwilling to do the work that is needed. They want to stay in their comfort zone. So now, let me say this to you. This is how the twin flame, in my perspective, works. All This Love Is Here by Trey Songz. The way it works in my perspective is that you reflect and you mirror the person that your twin flame. Okay? So before they were tough, they were closed off, they were all of these things. And then you became liberated. And then you became tough. You became closed off, and you became all of these things that they were. And not when it comes to dealing with, third parties or different attachment styles that, shallow shit. You didn't do that, but you picked up that energy of that sternness, that strong, being able to make decisions. And they picked up that ability to love and to be nourished and to see things in a different light like you were. And your signals are crossed and switched. And so that is where I believe that you are when it comes to this situation, right? And so now you're running from this because you still believe that they're blinded by bling. And now you're focusing on your health, and also when it comes to rolling the dice for yourself and taking risks. You're doing the same thing that they did, the sweetheart. It says, very gorgeous and kind-hearted person, loving and forgiving towards their partners, can be hard for them to set boundaries. That was you. And maybe this is the message that's happening, that's coming towards you, because you're maturing, but you're hardening up in that process of maturity, if that makes sense. I'm just saying. And so the situation I'll pull from of where you are now and what you got going on is because, again, in August, you're taking a pause and you're focusing. You're focused and eyes for you, fascinated and watching you. So the person that you thought was blinded by bling, they're watching you now. And they're trying to figure out what you're doing and how you're nourishing yourself. And the Destined Love Oracles deck, I'll pull from that. You're just avoiding them. The stalemate is here from the read in July. You're avoiding everything, all the confrontations, all the things where you have to make a decision. You're avoiding that. That's how I feel when you're channeling this relationship thing. You're avoiding that. Yeah. Complicated. It's complicated. The way you feel is complicated because now you're able to start having things happen. You're going on trips. You're afraid to move forward. You're nurturing yourself, and that the redemption is happening with yourself, and that feels good. Although the breakup and the twin flame relationship, you feel like there was more competition in the situation, so you're avoiding that, and you don't know if you could trust that situation. This is the Yin and Yang Oracle deck. This is for August, you guys. You're not sure if you're going to be able to trust this situation moving forward. After August, I'm going to go ahead and end it, and I'll start a new video for September through December, part 3. But yeah, this is the Yin and Yang Oracle deck. So you don't know if there's still competition out there, but yet and still they feel like it's competition. Masculine energy. Remember, the feminine energy came out at the bottom of the deck, and there's messages, 2 messages based upon dreams or you going after your dreams, but you're guarded because you feel vulnerable on making a decision, so you're avoiding the things so you don't have to make a decision. Now that part right there is you really mirroring the way that their energy is for the month of August. You mirrored this energy that they gave to you and that the way that they treated you. And so the messages are starting to come, but again, pulling from the Stargazing Oracle deck to see what messages are coming. All right, Snow Moon, transitions, low resources, hibernation, embrace change, renewal, cleanse, soul searching, darkness, scarcity, making plans for the future, and then rest. So that's what you're doing. But here is the thing. You're avoiding because you're fearful of the past. Remember, the present moment is where you need to be. The future causes anxiety, and the past causes fears. So that's the reason why you're avoiding, because in the present moment, you need to be impeccable with your words and what you want to do. Aquarius and Sun comes out. So you know the Aquarius energy is the star, being optimistic, right? And yeah. So the future, mental, expansion, edgy, unique, eccentric, independence, diverse, humanitarian, and idealistic. So you are, feeling liberated and independent, but you still know that jagged edge, I got to be the one you is on my jagged edge, but you know that that's growth and you like that. So leadership is the Sun energy. Leadership, happiness, creativity, confidence, spirit, ego, and self-awareness and expression. So you understand that you have the ability to express yourself. You have the ability to be confident, or you are confident. You're expressing yourself. Your spirit, your ego is changing. You're happy in your leadership role and the creativity, and you're self-aware of where you are now. But you're guarded because you're afraid of what ifs of the situation. So let me pull from the Lover's Journeys deck. You're afraid of the what ifs of the situation in August. So again, whatever August is for you, whenever you watch this, is for that month that you're going through this. But you're blinded, missing you silently, an expected meeting, a fate coming together, divine timing. So again, I don't know what that means to you, but maybe in August, something happened, missing you silently, swimming in memories, nostalgic emotions. So they're still thinking about you while you're guarded, and they can't understand. So since they're thinking about you, I'll pull from the DM confessions to see what it is that they're thinking. Now, just because it's the DM confession, doesn't mean that they're going to say it to you. It means that they could be thinking about it, It means that they could be thinking about it, and, it just might be something that you need to hear to know that in August they were thinking about you heavily. Bottom of the deck, I tried to move on with others, but I cannot forget about you. This is the second time this card has come out. I feel you sending sexual energy my way, and it takes all of my self-control not to come ravage you. So they're missing you. But remember, when you send strength and healing, it's like Cupid shooting the arrow to this person to be strong and to heal all of the negativity. And so every time you think about that person and you send strength and healing with no questions behind it, remember, because you I'm sending strength and healing to you, even though you didn't know. When you send strength and healing, period, each time you do that, it's like Cupid's arrow healing this person or making this person be aware of what they did and why they removed from your energy. So they do want this, and that's the reason why they're probably coming towards you, but you're blocked off, you're closed off. And so, again, they tried to move on. You know that. They told you that, I'm pretty sure. Let's pull from the messages of the heart. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they told you, I'm just focusing on myself, whatever it is. They probably said that in the midst of them not understanding that you really and truly were done with that situation at that time frame. So again, you're asking, I gotta be the one you need. Passion ignited. Their intense sexual desire towards you is making it hard for them to know the difference between lust and love. Again, let me read it to you. I feel you sending sexual energy my way, and it takes all of my self-control not to come ravage you. So again, they're feeling and they're loving you in the 5D, but you need more in the look. Music comes back out again. So now I got to pull the music deck this time. Music. Music brings them closer to you. Certain songs remind you of just how special your connection was to them. So they're loving you in the 5D because you're blocked off in the 3D now. And now, with that being said, I'm going to pull from the music deck because that did come out. Bad is on by Rihanna. Is it? And what is it? Wale with Rihanna in it. Is it bad that, you know? There you go. Avril Lavigne. Complicated. Hood celebrity comes out again. So this is what's making you feel some type of way. That this person is a hood celebrity. They just think about, they only care about how people feel about them. And it said that in January. They only care about how people feel about them shopping and them doing this and, them showing you something different in life. And you're like, that's not what I care about. I care about the home. I care about the foundation. I care about the structure. I don't like milk. It just, ugh. Anyway, they put milk instead of almond milk in there. Avril Lavigne, complicated. It says, why you gotta make things so complicated? And it says, I see the way you're acting like you're somebody else. Gets me frustrated. Like, life's like this, life's like this, you fall, and you crawl, and you break, and you wake what you get, and you take what you get, and you turn it into honest and promise me I never gonna find you faking. No. So anyway, this is complicated, and this is why, because, again, it's like you're acting like you're somebody else. When this is not what you told them when you said that you want something from them. You want them to be have a foundation with you and to be able to nourish your soul while you're nourishing it, because you nourished their soul while they were on the bullshit. And so they still are coming back and not saying the same thing, not saying the things that you want to hear. But what do you want to hear? That's what you got to ask. So the love situation, let's see. Because again, they're coming back or they're thinking about you, but you're saying to yourself, why you got to make things so complicated? Forbidden fruit. Desired but dangerous. You desire them, but they're dangerous to you. Not socially acceptable. This hood celebrity thing, you can't bring them around your parents. Tempting, alluring. So they are alluring to you. But again, that is what makes them, and you're alluring to them. Wishes come true. Wish fulfillment. All that you ever wanted. Dream boy or girl. So that's what you want, your wishes to come true. You want them to be exactly who you want them to be. But here's the thing, why this eye sits here and looks at me. You do want that, but you also don't want them to change, because I read something the other day to you guys where it says that if you want somebody to change, that means that you don't love them for who they are. So this person is never really going to change. They're just going to either fit the void, feminine energy comes back out. You have to learn to nurture who they are like you did before, but with boundaries. So maybe that's what you're learning and understanding in August, chemistry. Yeah, because you guys have the chemistry, you have the spark, you have the passion and the desire to be and do anything that you want. But you want it to be this cookie cutter thing, and they don't know how to do cookie cutter. They know how to draw outside of the lines. I'm just saying, so maybe that's what you figured out in the month of August. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull tarot on August, and then we're going to say our affirmation, let this energy go, and then we'll start part 2 for September. Part 3 for September. The King of Pentacles tried to come out. So the King of Pentacles, again, is somebody who's able to take risks. There's no reward without risk. Create opportunities. Don't be afraid to fail and invest your time wisely. I'm about to sneeze, but doing it wrong is on by Drake. Because so they're going to realize that they've been doing it wrong this whole time, but is it wrong or right, depending on who's looking at it. 8 of Wands energy. They're going to communicate with you. There's going to be some type of communication, travel, or movement towards you in somehow, some way, some form, or some shape. It's going to be communication towards you. And this all comes with needing clarification. The 7 of Pentacles. You planted the seed, but it's not the seed that you wanted. So they're coming back to you. 7 of Pentacles, right? 7 years it probably took for them to get to this point to where, you still have doubts and delusions and, are or not seeing positive results or the results that you want. And the star energy comes back out again because remember Aquarius came out in one of these card decks. But the star energy says no matter the situation you find yourself in, there is always hope. Have faith, be optimistic, focus on self-care. So you're focused on self-care now. Now you have boundaries, self-care, but you're still unsure. So at some point, your insecurities and your discouragement, you're discouraging yourself. And you have no faith when it comes to this person, place, thing, or situations because there was a defensive side of it. Stop. Because you had hope and you were thinking that this would be victorious. But now it's like it's more you giving up. And there's competition, which came out somewhere. You're giving up to the competition because you feel like that's more of a threat than anything else. And so, where's the competition? Was it here? I think it's actually in this card deck. Here. Yeah, it's here. You're letting the competition win, even though they don't want the competition. So at some point, you need to pick your battles when it comes to, what you're fighting for. Because I think you're still fighting in the past. You're still fighting in the past. Does that make sense? The communication might happen. I'm going to clarify the Seven of Wands because you're still fighting the past. You're fearful of the past. And maybe this is what you need to nourish to let go of the past. Yeah. For the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. I'm just saying the Ace of Pentacles is happiness, new beginnings, and joy. But this is where the burdens come in at because you don't know what's going to make you happy in the month of August. You don't know what's making you happy. The burdens were so heavy in the past that you're still holding on to them. And that's normal. But you got to learn. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery. The only thing that's real is the present moment, so enjoy. Your perspectives, you don't have any perspectives. And the accomplishments and the burdens all came from where you are right now. Remember, thank this person. No man is your enemy. No man is your friend. Every man is your teacher. So the new beginnings is because you learned how to be firm, to be stern, to set boundaries, and not to care really how people think or how people portray you by you saying no and you actually drawing a line in the sand, but you're not letting go of the past. So that's not healthy for you. Old Rafiki say, the past can hurt, but you can either run from it or you can learn from it. And you're running and learning at the same time. So at some point, you're no different from them. They're letting go of the past, and you are still holding on to the pain of the past. Respectfully. That's why the runner is here. You're the runner. Now, you're running from the past. Right here. You're running from the past. You're the runner. You're doing the same thing that they were doing. All right, so now let's let this old energy go because now we're going to move forward to September, October, November, and December in the second video. So I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the shuffling of the video into the beginning of this September, October, November, December video, and then I'll start from there. So we are at 132. Let's say our affirmation. I got to write this down. Hold on. Let's say our affirmation. Affirmation here for August. Affirmation starts at 133.05. Now, let's say it. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or a situation like the past. Love you guys.